Durag Diaries coming to you with some breaking news. There has been more movements on this deal with regards to Mathys Tel. Now, if you don't know, Tottenham are currently in talks to get a deal done for the young Bayern Munich forward. Johan Langer was in attendance at the Bayern Munich game last night, trying to get a deal done and trying to progress Spurs as being one of the top teams a part of this deal. Now, if you haven't heard already, I touched on this very briefly in my last one, but Mathys Tel is a left winger / centre forward, very similar to Johan Wissa in that way. Spurs have been very consistent in the type of player that they're looking for, but a left wing / centre forward, currently playing for Bayern Munich at 19 years of age. He was actually linked to Spurs just a few seasons ago in the deal when Harry Kane moved over to Bayern Munich. There was talks of him potentially coming the other way. He's now had a few more seasons at Bayern Munich in which he hasn't really been a favoured option for them. Just last season, he had 30 appearances, but it's about 10 minutes a game because he only got 1,000 minutes across those 30 games. He did end up with 7 goals and 5 assists. So GA-wise, he looked pretty decent. But when you talk about Mathys Tel, GA is not one of the things you focus on. He is an absolute 1v1 demon. I've been saying for so long, we need a player that can take on his man. We need someone that can run at someone. We need a player with the confidence, with the arrogance to say, do you know what? I'ma do it. And this is him. Now, looking at his FB ref stats, just to give you a bit more insight into him as a player, per 90, averages at 3.5 shots. That's already more than most Tottenham players in our team currently. So many shy away from the responsibility to create their own shots and create their own chances. You know, shot create and actions are so low. But he does get at least 3.1 per game. With regards to his shots, his assists per game, he's in the 86th percentile. So quite high on that side of things. But his take-ons and his progressive passes is where he thrives. He's a guy that's always going to run at his man. He's a guy that's going to cause problems. And when you look at the players that he's compared to with regards to the profile and the way that he plays, it's the likes of Luis Diaz. It's the likes of Noni Madueke, who I don't really think so. I don't like Madueke, but he can beat his man. The decision-making is obviously a problem for him. But Luis Diaz, Rafael Leao, Kavica, Kvaratskhelia, you know, all these players that are, they thrive in these 1v1 battles. So he's a top player, very young prospect. I say top player. He's a young prospect with a top, what's the word I'm looking for? Top potential. He's got a high potential, high ceiling, and typical Spurs fashion, we're looking to sign another kid to this crash. Now, the deal is rumored to be around 40 to 50 million pounds, which I think could be a sticking point for Spurs. But in the talks right now, it has been said that Spurs are looking at a loan or a permanent deal. There's also 7 or 6 other teams involved within this deal. Just in the Premier League, there's Aston Villa looking at this as they're looking for a John Duran replacement, which I do need to just briefly say that's a great move for Duran. A lot of people are going to get onto the fact that he's going to Al Nassr, he might be ruining, blah, 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 blah. 300k a week, 21 years of age, tax-free. He can come back and make that big move to Europe in 2-3 years. Let this man secure the bag. Let him secure his future for his family, because he was only going to get offered 50 or 60 or 70 at another team. No other club was probably going to be willing to pay upwards of 100k a week. So this is a great move for him to just secure his family's future. And then football-wise, he'll be back in Europe within a few years. This is what people seem to forget. We've seen so many players go over to Saudi and then come back to Europe, go elsewhere. That these are just little, it's a stepping stone, you know? It's a place where he can go, grab some cash and then come back. But taking it back again, Aston Villa are looking at him. Manchester United are looking at him. But their sticking point is they can only get a loan at the moment. Unless they sell either Rashford or Garnacho, they will not be looking to bring in another forward to that team. And then also Chelsea. Now, Chelsea's the one team where I say we could be in danger of losing out to. Chelsea's ambitious. Chelsea spends money. And we all know money talks. Money talks when it comes to these deals. Chelsea is a one team Tottenham have not had fun with competing with in the transfer window. We all know what happened with Willian. We all know what happened. I don't need another one of those. Please spare me the embarrassment. I was in school celebrate. Was I in school? I was in school celebrating that deal. Willian, Brazilian, Joga Bonito. You know, people who follow me on the channel, they know I like the samba. I like the Joga Bonito. Bring me some Brazilian players with that pizzazz, with that boo cha cha. That's what I want. But we didn't get that. But Mathys Tel, French youngster, could be on his way to Spurs. Keep an eye out for this deal, because over the next 2 to 3 days, there's so many people involved. The Bayern Munich director, Max Erbel, even come out and said, I've never had so many clubs call me about a player, because obviously they revealed his availability and the fact that he wants to go. He did do a lap of honor at the stadium yesterday and clapped his goodbyes. So I think it's been clear to see that he is on his way out. But with regards to how he fits into our actual team, I don't, as much as I think he's a great talent and I think he can add to what we need, role profile wise, we don't have a player like him. So then we're definitely missing out on that side of things. But now I have to say a big but here, because Tottenham need experience. I think when I pointed out with the Johan Wissa deal, Tottenham need experienced players, especially experience within the Premier League, but experience in carrying their team. Experience in when it gets tough moments, they know what it's going to be like. We're in a relegation battle. And I know it's going to be funny for a lot of people to hear, but at this moment in time, we are in a relegation battle. You don't need youngsters or to bring in more youngsters to help you with that. You need experienced heads. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm all for this deal, especially at 40 to 50 million pounds. I feel like if you splash another 10 or 15 more, you can get an Embuemo, or you can get someone of proven quality already in this league or at a proven level. So I'm not too sure whether this is the right deal for Spurs to make, but we can't take nothing away from the fact that it is promising. He's definitely a profile of player that we are missing, and he does look good. As said, 19 years of age, so the improvement and the ceiling of potential is extremely high. But yeah, man, look, you guys, thank you for checking in. Thank you for watching another Durag Diaries transfer update. If you haven't already, like the damn video. I saw in the last one we had like 300 views. By the time this one, I was like 300 views, 10 likes. What is that? Disgraceful. If you're viewing the video, just show some love. Like the damn thing, it don't cost a thing. And yeah, man, follow me on the socials, Durag Diaries on TikTok and YouTube. Of course, you know that. And then _4George on X. If you're looking to interact with me, if you're looking to tweet, you know, just that's where you'd find me. So big up, make sure you tap the post notification bell if you haven't already, to stay up to date with all Tottenham transfers. And yeah, man, this is Durag Diaries. We are out.